In the first year of our Fellows program, we had 27 amazing emerging leaders who wanted to come together to become better leaders and to work together on issues that they were passionate about. The Fellows as a group generated a number of topics that they were concerned about, ranging from civic engagement to neighborhoods to food security for newcomers. Well, from all the topics that they were interested in, a number of the fellows picked some specific ideas that they wanted to get other fellows to rally behind and take action on. One of the fellows shared his experience attending Local Democracy Week in London. Local Democracy Week is about getting young people motivated and involved in the local democratic process. Local Democracy Week is also about engaging issues of youth apathy and disengagement in the political process. This fellow thought Local Democracy Week was an amazing idea and was really keen to bring it to Toronto. After this fellow pitched this idea to the fellows group, 4 other fellows lined up behind him. They said this was absolutely the only project they wanted to be part of. All the fellows that became part of the Local Democracy Week team had a different background. They were working in government, in the nonprofit sector. Their ages ranged, but they had a shared passion for engaging young people in the civic life of the city. Well, Local Democracy Week was an extremely ambitious plan. This team of fellows had a ton of work to do. They had to do everything from find a way to bring young people to Queen's Park, to City Hall. They had to get the provincial government, municipal government to agree to open their doors to young people and engage all the political leaders that they wanted to in the process. Finally, after all their hard work, Local Democracy Week took place on a sunny day in November. The team arranged to have 200 high school students from schools across the GTA come in to spend half a day at Queen's Park and half a day at City Hall, at the City of Toronto City Hall. In the morning, the young people were able to mix and mingle with elected officials, MPPs and ministers. There were leaders such as the Minister of Education at the time, Kathleen Wynne, Minister Margaret Best, and the young students were able to have a speed dating exercise where they sat in little groups of 4 or 5 and had these MPPs and ministers rotate among them while they got to ask them questions about the work that they do. In the afternoon, the 200 students went over to City Hall. They were addressed by Mayor David Miller, and they had a chance to sit in council chambers and get an experience of what it's like to be at City Hall and to learn how City Hall works. Well, Local Democracy Week was an amazing success. I had a chance to attend. I was completely blown away by the amazing energy in the room and the number of senior leaders that they were able to engage and involve in this very special event. Part of what was amazing about it was that this team had really just started working together not even half a year before. When our Fellows year started, this group of fellows didn't even know each other, but they were able to come together around a great idea, use all of their respective contacts and networks and knowledge to bring all of these different groups together and make this amazing day happen. The reach of this project has been huge. This small team was able to engage hundreds of people in a project to encourage young people to get involved in local democracy. The first year was such a success that the Office of the Speaker of the House, which had been a great supporter in the first year, has decided to continue, and they're working on planning the second year already. This just, to us, shows the amazing potential that the Fellows program has to have a ripple effect in opening doors, expanding networks for others. Part of the impetus behind the Fellows project is to see what magic can come out when new networks and new relationships are formed. Many of the Fellows, including this team, took this spirit to their project, and were able to find ways to literally open doors by bringing young people into Queen's Park and City Hall. And we're seeing that this is going to continue to have an impact as LDW continues into the future.